Hello vinyl community, this is Randy back today with another video. Today's a very special video. Today I am reviewing Four-Way Anal Touch Fight. Four-Way Anal Touch Fight is the name of the band. Heritage is the name of the record. This is a record that's been as a pass-around record in the vinyl community. So this is a record that came out in 1995. I think it was passed around the vinyl community a few years ago when someone first got it back then, and then just recently Sean Cecilia has started another round of passing this record around. He sent it out to a couple people, and the instructions for those people were to listen to the record, review it, do a video to review the record and talk about it, and then pass it on to someone else to review. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to review it today, and then I'll pass it on to someone else. If you're interested in hearing this record, please just comment below, and the person whose comment receives the most likes will be the next in line to receive this record. So, yeah, Four-Way Anal Touch Fight. So, what can I say about this record? It is a lot of spoken word in this, sort of like some electronic and industrial music, a lot of it, especially maybe on the first side, but on side two it gets to more just regular instruments, some cool guitar work, some distorted guitar work and stuff. So it's kind of all over the map, but mostly we call it electronic and well, kind of like Kraftwerk that we're hearing in the background. I'm playing Kraftwerk in the background because I didn't want to play this one. I didn't want to. Whoever gets it next, I want them to be hearing it for the first time. But some of it kind of reminds me of Kraftwerk. Has that sort of electronic sound, and also sort of the spoken word type stuff that Kraftwerk does. So there's a lot of spoken word, especially on side one of this record. And but the people really don't have an accent. I'm pretty sure they're actually American. I mean, it says 4-Watt US of A right here, and it's actually Triple R Records is actually based in Lowell, Massachusetts. Lowell, Massachusetts, the home of Jack Kerouac. Jack Kerouac, an American writer. I went to his museum there in Lowell a few years ago, so I forgot to mention that. But yeah, it's mostly kind of spoken word, and it is novelty stuff. So, like in Manifesto, for instance, they talk about, it's just a guy sort of talking, and he talks about, you know, you should go to the park at night and wait there, and then 3 other people will show up. I guess then you'll have the Four-Way Anal Touch Fight. Fight is the next song, and he talks about fighting, and some of this kind of reminds me of, or that song anyway, sort of reminds me of maybe something like Ryan Kidd will listen to, because it has the part, you know, where it goes, fight, 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 and, you know, Ryan does those punk songs that have the sing-along parts in them sometimes. So mostly it's all just kind of ridiculous, though, and I guess you'd say it's sort of adult-oriented, but it's all just for laughs, I think. And I'll tell you, the first time through, I didn't really enjoy it too much, but well, I wasn't able to film my reaction after just the first listen because it was all overcast here yesterday, so I rely on natural lighting, and I just couldn't do it. So, but I did listen to it 3 or 4 more times, and it really kind of grows on me. It is a novelty, and it's definitely humorous, but it's also pretty cool music and stuff. It sounds kind of industrial. So if you like the Ministry, maybe you might like some of the songs on here. Most of it's spoken word on the first side, and it's just ridiculous. Like Space Ass, for instance, is just absolutely absurd. Fighting Man is pretty cool, and that one they talk about we all wear rayon leggings to the fight, and Flying Saucer Pilot. Johnny Blaze has a woman singing some background vocals. That actually sounds very cool. Almost has sort of a 4AD type sound, especially the parts that she comes in. And then Super Danish is where it really just gets to be ridiculous. It's mostly spoken word. They're talking about the touch fight and they're super Danish fighters, I guess. So side 2 gets to be a little bit more like a rock and roll. So Viking Horn Pelvis has some really intense psychedelic guitar work on it. Very cool. Prom, it's kind of ridiculous. They're talking about going to a prom and how their velvet their velvet underwear is all moist and stuff, and it's really it's just kind of ridiculous. But then the last 2 songs are Borealis and Hypothermic Dream State are actually just very cool songs. Sound really good. And Man, Woman, Child, Beast, also a cool song to end it with. So I would say that all the words really are not to be taken seriously. And the music is kind of all over the map. Electronic, sort of industrial, some sort of psychedelic. Not really much singing. Most of it's just kind of spoken word through there. And, yeah, so yeah, you can see where Tone and Steve have signed this record. This record itself is on translucent red vinyl. You can see where Sean has marked it to show that this is the VC pass-around copy. And let's see, there were some notes that Tone and Steve included. So Tone included this note to Steve, and then Steve included that and passed that along to me too. Package came with this stiffener in it and some artwork, so that was very nice. I'm not sure if this artwork goes along with it or not. I'm not sure if Steve created this or if Sean created it, or possibly Tone. It's, well, maybe it's signed down there, but I can't tell who signed it. But anyway, you may be receiving this this piece of art too, along with the record, if you decide that it is one that you would like to review. So, yeah, that's it. If you can comment below and just let me know if you're interested in hearing this. And like I said, if you could also like the comments for the person that you would like to see listen to this record next, just be sure to like their comment, and that gives them a chance, a better chance. Whoever gets the most likes will be the next person to review this record. So, yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I had to say about it? I guess a band that it kind of reminded me of, another band that reminded me of a little bit, was Gong. Gong, mostly because it had that Radio Gnome Invisible trilogy has some, sort of some spoken word parts at this first, and it's kind of novelty too. I mean, it's I think not to be taken too seriously. So yeah, so that's it. 4-way anal touch fight. Let me know if you are interested in hearing this record, and I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and is starting into a happy holiday season here. So thanks very much for watching.